up and said, what are we doing for Thanksgiving? Unless your EBT still working, nothing, girl. It is BOYT at my house. Bring your own turkey because I ain't got no money to buy one. No mashed potatoes, green beans, or mac and cheese gonna be at this house. I don't know where y'all getting this money from, but it's not coming from me. It's not coming from me. You could bring the food. You could bring the food. And if you're not bringing the food, I'm gonna sit my ass on the couch, watch that parade, and then go to bed. Baby, I'll go to bed hungry before I pay for a turkey. A turkey.
Who house we going to? Because Thanksgiving is expensive. I don't know. Maybe you haven't been to the grocery store. Maybe you haven't been paying attention to the economy. Maybe you just think to yourself, it's not as bad as they say it is. Well,
it's bad, real bad.
I'm going to show you how expensive Thanksgiving is and how people are now saying they're going to start charging for plates.
Wait, what?
We're going to start charging admission fees for you to come into my house. You want this plate of food? You want this mac and cheese? You want this ham? That's $25.
Excuse me?
My name is Orlando. Please hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Also, too, guys, you know what I'm about to say. I have a newsletter. And guess what? It's free. How can you be free? What are we going to do this year? Ragu sauce is too expensive. The meat, the noodles, everything is expensive. So if you think spaghetti is expensive, what do you think ham, turkey? Help me. Help me. All of these things. And guess what? I know. These guys are telling you the economy's good. And guess what? The only reason why that turkey and ham is expensive is bird flu. But it seems like we've been going through bird flu for the last 2 years. First it was the eggs, now it's the turkey and ham. And it seems to happen coincidentally during the holidays where people spend the most.
What do? You get another brilliant idea.
And we know what we've been preaching on this channel. Don't let someone pressure you to go into debt for Thanksgiving. Make it make sense to me. You guys are signing up for Klarna. You guys are signing up for Capital One, 22% interest rate, just for turkey.
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh?
Just so you can say, hey, yeah, I can afford this.
I'm only fudging mustard. My life is being ruined by the internet.
I can afford this. I get it. It's the Thanksgiving flex. But let me tell you this. When everybody eats up the food, when all the food is gone and everybody leaves the house, who's paying that 22, 23, 30% interest? But listen, I get it. You're saying to yourself, Orlando, Thanksgiving can't be that expensive now. There's no way it changed in 2024 to 2025. It just skyrocketed in price. Well, let's go ahead and take a look.
Who's picking up the bill for all that food?
They try to push it off on you if you let them.
What does that mean?
They try to they're trying to get you to pay for everything. Pick some things up. No.
Calvin is used to several family members chipping in to cover the cost of the meal. But the Washington Post column is asking a bigger question. Is it okay to charge guests for Thanksgiving dinner if money is tight?
Would you ask your guests to pay?
Sometimes it's good. This is the problem. The price, everywhere you go, is expensive now.
The column points out this debate is happening everywhere, online, in families, and on local radio. You can hear it in this moment from the Manny and Lauren Morning Show.
I have an aunt who charges for Thanksgiving dinner $10 a person, and she also puts out a tip jar.
Did you hear that? A tip jar. That's where we are today. That's how expensive.
A tip jar is crazy work. Hello, good people. Hello, everybody. Gobble, gobble. Cluck, cluck. How are you guys doing? Hello, people. Yes, you heard that right, Delilah. A tip jar for Thanksgiving. Now, which one of y'all selling plates? Because I got 5 on it. Because I'm not cooking. I mean, I'm going to cook myself a regular any other day of the week dinner. But hold on, I got to sneeze. Usually when I try to get off a screen for my sneeze, it don't come. Yes, I am enjoying my McDonald's iced coffee. I was gonna create a whole YouTube short today in my Hello Kitty pajamas, showing that my breakfast was water and my lunch was coffee and my dinner is probably gonna be some creatine and a protein shake. Thank you guys. Stop being so vain. Oh my gosh. You didn't even let me get started yet. Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy gobble gobble. Skinny feels. Happy skinty feels. Okay. Don't do that. Don't do that, sweetie. You cannot see the clavicles. I have them covered up because I am a modest skinny lady. I am a modest skinny lady. And if I get lip gloss on my teeth, y'all better tell me. Don't be having me out here looking crazy. Okay. So I just thought of playing this video on the spot as an intro, but I kind of want to finish it now because I want to know how y'all feel about this. How do y'all shut up, Jen? Yes, I'm a modest skinny lady. Y'all cannot be getting clavicles every live stream. Like y'all can't be getting them. I can't be slicing and dicing with clavicles every live stream. Gosh, Jen. Sheesh. I left the gym. There was a lot of people there. I was supposed to go to the gym before the stream. I'm still gonna try to make it before work. I was just too tired. I worked until 1 a.m. as usual, and I decided to sleep in this morning. So I couldn't make it this morning. And I'm not looking forward to everyone being there. They need to get out of my way. Actually, let me tell y'all something. I drove past a different coffee shop. I went to McDonald's for my coffee, but I drove past Caribou Coffee. It was packed with people in there working on laptops, maybe doing actual work or school work or just hanging out. And I'm like, wow, there are a lot of people just hanging out on Thanksgiving. I really didn't know people did that or whatever. Hello, Teddy. You are to blame for this stream. Teddy paid his tithes and dues and sent me a $1 Cash App yesterday, but it was already too late for me to go live, so I decided to go live today. Okay, so thank you to Teddy for that. Sweater says skinny hot mom. Oh my gosh. Boo, we're used to moisturized shoulders, tube top. No, modesty. Y'all cannot be getting sliced every day. Okay, so how has Thanksgiving shopping been for y'all? Because I didn't go to the store to find out. Like I didn't have to put together a grocery list this year because I'm by myself. I'm house sitting, so I didn't have to like go to the store and figure out how much things cost. How was grocery shopping for y'all? And is anybody charging for plates? I'm not going to judge because maybe I need to pay somebody $5 for a plate, $10 for a plate. Now, 25 might be a bit much. For all of that, I could go buy myself groceries for 4 or 5 days. We already did the experiment saying that we could get some decent groceries for a couple days for $25. So, how has it been? How has it been for y'all with the grocery shopping? I've been stuck in my head this week, and David and I decided to go to the gym and sign up to give me a reason daily to get out of the house. I'm so proud of you. Clavicle check. Delilah is allowed into my safe space. Lizzo is not because she's a fake ass bitch. Good for you, Delilah, for signing up before January 1st. I spoke to my trainer yesterday. Sidebar, guys. I changed my name in the training app. Oh shit! I forgot to give you guys the guest pass. I'm sorry. I'm gonna post that. But in my in the app, I changed my name to Vanity so that when you guys use the guest pass, people don't get confused or whatever. So my trainer asked, like, is that like your middle name or something? I was like, no, I have a YouTube channel. I didn't know the man was going to go find my channel. So now I'm kind of embarrassed. Now I gotta watch my shit talking. I told him, if you hear me complaining, don't be offended. But he went back into the pits of my channel and started watching videos. So yeah, he's probably gonna be in the clouds somewhere. Did you see, Jen, that she is now advocating for the fact that the big girls are losing modeling engagements and fashion engagements and endorsements and stuff like that? And she's like, it's an Ozempic world. We got to protect our fat girlies or our big girlies. And I'm just like, Lizzo, you fake ass bitch. Lizzo, you fake ass bitch. Lizzo, you fake ass bitch. Like, she gets on my nerves so freaking bad. She won't admit she's on a GLP-1, allegedly. She won't admit she's on a GLP-1, allegedly, because that's my opinion. That's my guesstimation that she's on a GLP-1, but whatever. She keeps butting into GLP-1 business as she loses weight. The natural way. Okay, let's just say, I know the natural girlies don't like to be accused of being on a GLP-1, but Lizzo, something about her I don't trust. But now she calls herself being in the headlines for saying that the big girls are losing their gigs. Maybe they don't want to be big no more. Maybe they don't want to be big no more. Hey trainer. That's old news. The big girls models been losing weight. Leave it to Lizzo to make it sound new. That's why she's so damn fake. She losing weight and talking about how big girls are losing up. Like, she still wants that clout of being the big girl when she's on her way to not being a big girl anymore. I don't think I've ever been more irritated by somebody else's weight loss journey than Lizzo. not because she doesn't just, not because she doesn't deserve to lose weight or anything like that, or like I don't want her to lose weight, but she's so like transparently fake about all of this. Yeah, she's still a big girl. I said she's on her way to not being a big girl. She's so like, it's so obvious how fake she's being that it just like, girl, we don't even care that you're losing weight. Like, you're gonna be skinny eventually, and we're not gonna care. Like, we don't care. We don't care. Like, you make this so boring. Like, you make this so like, like we don't even care. Like, let's talk about Amy Schumer looking fine as fuck. I always thought Amy was cute, but people hating on her because she took all her fat girl pictures off of social media. So go Amy. Good for you, Amy. Lizzo trying to gaslight us into being fat. Lizzo is the worst of the worst because even though she's found her way, whatever that may be, she's still trying to gaslight the fat people into staying fat. That is a demon. That's a demon. That is a demon. She's still trying to advocate for being overweight, even though she's not trying to be overweight no more. That's the devil talking. That is the devil talking. Hey, Andrew, happy gobble gobble, happy skinny feels. I'm out here cooking, and now I can't just listening. You can't just listen, getting in on the Lizzo. Yeah. Always felt fake vibes from her. She's super fake. You can't stand Amy either, not because of that, just because she's a liar and a plagiarized mean girl. I don't know about all that. I just know that she got skinny and good for her. I don't know any of these people as a person. Lizzo hit that first plateau, now making excuses. Yeah, because she thought, let me say something, Jem. Lizzo is digging herself into a hole because she's going to inevitably come out and admit that she's been doing something other than just eat less, move more. Not to say that it's not possible with eat less, move more, but I find it hard to believe that she made it to 600 pounds. Okay, Didi, stop. She made it to about 400 pounds, 450 pounds. And all it took her was eat less, move more. Typically, people that make it that big, eat less, move more is not what's going to get them to where they need to be. That's how I feel. Hello, Sydney. Happy skinny feels. Hello. If you can't afford a GLP-1, you get a prescription for Lizzo. That is absolutely true. Sushi is what I'm making. So are y'all all cooking? We can get back to Lizzo in a minute. Are y'all cooking? Because I'm about to let the rest of this video play, and I still want to know who charging for plates. I want to know if this is a real thing or if this is just like cap coming from the media. So let's continue.
It's a Thanksgiving is.
Do you believe me yet?
Now listen. If you haven't been to the grocery store, you can't say much. If you're one of these people that said, Orlando, I just don't get it, but you never go to the grocery store, you get everything DoorDashed. So everything's expensive to you. Everything is expensive. But when you go to the grocery store and you see chicken, it's $50. When you see a turkey, it's $70. When you see a ham, it's $60 also.
I'm not judging because I'm not cooking. I just want to know, are y'all paying $70 for turkey? $60 for ham? I'm just curious. Is it that bad at the grocery store? Is it that bad? Or is this cap? You're hosting. I had a conversation with my cousin yesterday. I didn't realize that everybody didn't do Thanksgiving. Okay, at least Black people. I thought Black people did Thanksgiving the same. But y'all help me out, like whether you're Black or not. Let me know how you do Thanksgiving. So the way we did it growing up was that my mom would buy all of the groceries. She would cook all of the groceries. Some of us, me and my nieces, would help food prep and stuff like that. But she did the cooking, she did the shopping, she did the hosting, and all of the family and extended family and friends of the family would congregate at our place. But we personally didn't go house hopping. How do y'all do Thanksgiving? Because my cousin told me that in the South, especially because our family like lived close to each other, everybody would make Thanksgiving and just kind of hop from place to place. So how do y'all do it? Because I think my family, even though I'm not with family right now, we still have that same mentality of like one person is hosting and this is where we're going to gather. How do y'all do it? I was supposed to work my full shift, so we didn't get a turkey. Oh, okay. I don't eat turkey. I was just wondering if turkey is $70. I feel like if turkey is $70, we're not having turkey this year. My cousin charges people $25 adults and $10 kids. 12 and under, 2 and under free. Okay, does anybody skate by without paying for their plate? Does your cousin like play favorites or anything? Or do you have like another cousin that's gonna like try to skate by without the plate? Ham was $40. I feels like, is that high? I've never bought a ham. Is that high? I feel like that's high. My mom has all the food done by 10 a.m. Okay, it was just us, me, my mom. Okay, it's immediate family. If they had kids, maybe they'd show up. Family stayed with their own. Okay. I host, my brother cooks. Okay. We had 2 days of Thanksgiving to get both sides of the family. Okay, I don't remember house hopping. I didn't do that at all, ever. What? Well, did you grow up in the North, Jen? Jen, you grew up in the Northeast, right? So maybe this is like a Northeast versus Southern thing, and the rest of the country, we just don't know them. That's how my family did it. No house hopping. I get invited to friends' houses, and I hop over after my family eat together. Okay. All right. See, that seems to make sense. For better or worse, thank you so much for falling out of the clouds. A host makes the turkey ham, guests bring their sides. Now that's interesting. That to me, that seems fair. That seems incredibly fair. Okay, so I feel like, because we never did potluck style Thanksgiving in my home. Like nobody brought food. My mother cooked everything, including the desserts. If we were lucky, somebody brought some alcohol, like their own alcohol for them to drink and their friends or whatever. But nobody was expected to bring food to my mom's house. Not that it was a problem for them to, it just wasn't an expectation. But I think Thanksgiving should be more potluck style. Does anybody do potluck style where like everybody brings a dish so one person is not expected to cook all of the food, like For Better or Worse is saying? Okay, you'd go to another family member's house if you weren't talking to your mom. Okay, you grew up in the Northeast. Okay. I prepared food for home, but I'm not hosting this year. I'm going to relative. Oh my God. Relative's house to eat. I think because my mom was the matriarch in my family, it never occurred to me to go to anybody else's house because it was kind of just, oh, shut up, AI. I'm not talking to you. Shut up, Gemini. I hate that. Why is this thing always listening to me? I'm going to turn it off today if I don't forget. But yeah, so it was kind of just a given that people came to my house. A lot of my childhood, we just went on a cruise the week of Thanksgiving. Wow, fancy. Northern California, family acted like we didn't exist. Grew up in Chicago. That's what we do. Brother cooks the main stuff and everyone brings a side. Okay. Yeah, my family, the host does the meats and the sides were assigned based on your cooking skill level. Now, Sweet Tea, it sounds like you come from an honest family because I was about to ask, if everybody is bringing sides, it's going to be some nasty sides in there. Like some people that can't cook going to bring some sides. So how do you determine who cooked what? Like, who cooked this macaroni, or who the hell made these greens? Don't eat that one. Who made that? Like, how did that work, Sweetie? How did that work? What did y'all talk about it, or was it like that one cousin or auntie, their side was like still left at the end of the night because nobody wanted it? Because there's gonna be some nasty sides in there. You was only supposed to bring a dessert, and okay, it ended up being last minute. Okay. All the food cooked, and sometimes a family or friend would bring something, but never expected. You wasn't allowed to make mac and cheese. I'm just saying. It sounds like a very honest family. Like, listen. Now, you are good at cornbread. Stick to the damn cornbread. Don't you put no mac and no cheese together. We just want the cornbread. That's it. This is not the year for you to experiment. You had all year to experiment with making your mac and cheese, and you want to wait till the week before Thanksgiving to try to whip something up. No, stick to the cornbread. Stick to the cornbread. Potluck style. Hell no, not everyone can cook. But you know, with the state of the economy, I know it's gonna be some nasty sides in there, but you know, I'm just saying. Okay, so let me let him say it.
You haven't even got to the sides.
That's crazy.
You haven't even got to your great grandmother's potato salad. You haven't even got to your pound cakes or your banana puddings. We haven't even touched that. Next thing you know, you got a family of 20 at your house. How much is that going to cost?
We're ruined. Christmas is canceled. No presents for anyone.
I get it. I'm more of a everybody bring a dish person. That's just me, though.
Even he said everyone bring a dish. If you haven't already, please like the stream. I always forget to plug that. Please, please, please hit the like. I appreciate you all.
That's just me. But if you want to charge, if people want to pay, hey, do what you do. My goal is so that you don't go into debt.
I like it. It's genius.
That's what I'm talking about. Going into debt for groceries. We just saw individuals 6, 7, 8 months ago go ahead and ring up debt from Klarna. You know, 4 easy payments, no interest. We've seen those.
Now, this is not a finance channel, but just out of curiosity, are we pro or anti putting groceries on Klarna? Not as a judgment thing, just as a question. Every now and again, I'll talk about like my own finances and stuff like that. But like, are we for or against putting groceries on Klarna? Do y'all know what Klarna is? I'm saying that like y'all know what Klarna is. It's an installment payment plan type of platform where they'll pay for your items in advance and you break the payments down into 4 over time. So let's say your grocery bill was $400, you'd pay them $100, I think every 2 weeks or something like that. Are y'all with that? Probably not. I would say because a lot of you are older. That seems like more of a young person thing, but y'all let me know. Oh no, I lost my page. Hold on. I want to know who charging $25 for plates because I'm not giving nobody $25 for no plate. I think $25 is excessive. Not that I'm against the concept of charging. The tip jar was crazy. The tip jar was out of pocket. That was crazy. I think the person that deserves a tip jar is the person that's making the drinks. So like I used to be the bartender when I became a bartender, I used to be a bartender at different parties. Everybody would look to me, Diddy, make me a drink, make me a drink. What you got? What you whipping up? Make me a drink. And I never put out a tip jar, but I should have. I deserved it. I deserve the tip jar. Okay, Sushi Fitness is for Klarna for Afterpay. Lord have mercy. Klarna for groceries. Okay, I would be okay with it if you shop monthly. That would be the only way it would make sense. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. Because like if you only go into the store for the week and you're spending $50, that wouldn't make sense. Okay. I think a tip jar is hilarious. I think a tip jar for food is hilarious. I do. But for drinks, you about to either have like if unless you just want something on ice with no mixers, like if you want something, like I remember one year my sister made a delicious eggnog. Like she had to actually combine several ingredients to make the eggnog, a spiked eggnog, and she put out a tip jar and it was definitely worth it. She probably made like $20-30, but it was definitely worth it. David would make payments on anything if I let him. Yeah, it's the opposite for me. I'm more of a payment plan. Well, I'm working my way out of it, but I'm more of a payment plan type of person. That's funny. All right, so let's continue.
See those. And let me tell you what, people will use Klarna for Thanksgiving.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Listen, I'm telling you.
For context, he's a finance channel, so he's anti-debt. Well, he's anti-unnecessary debt. So he thinks that buy now, pay here later plans are a trap if you don't pay them back on time. So not that he's anti people needing payment plans. He's just like, if you can avoid it, then avoid it. But forget his opinion on that. I just wanted to know what y'all thought about it.
People will use Klarna, Afterpay, DoorDash. They will use them all for Thanksgiving. They will pay a premium on top of a premium who pays another premium to you pay that premium. That's what they will do just so they can say, I hosted Thanksgiving.
You know what I mean? Like it's all about clicks now.
But before we go any further, I'm just gonna let the clip finish.
But in the Bronx, where food insecurity is the highest in the city, charging guests didn't sit well.
$10 a plate is that's actually a good deal, but that's embarrassing.
You may laugh, but the pressure is real. Wells Fargo says a classic Thanksgiving meal for 10 costs about $80 to $95. Some stores, including Walmart and Aldi, are advertising boxed meals for around $40.
A report from the state comptroller says food prices in the New York City metro area are up 25% since 2019. That's faster than the national average.
That is gross. That is gross. Now, here's where I stand on the holidays, because I have opted out of the holidays this year. So I have the holiday spirit. I'm just not celebrating, right? So I'm not cooking a bunch of food. I'm not going to somebody else's house, one, because I'm working. But I didn't take off of work to, participate in Thanksgiving. I'm not celebrating Christmas this year, other than maybe hanging out with y'all if I do a live stream. And there's no real personal reason. It's just, it's just not this year. And I feel like people will be in a financial bind and still try to make the holidays work. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if tradition is so important that we need to sacrifice our financial health for it, or if our financial health is already suffering, then we need to worsen that. You know what I mean? Because a 25% increase in 5 years, 6 years is diabolical. That is enough to push a person into the poorhouse if they weren't before. I know, because since the pandemic, I would say everything is about 20 to 30% more expensive. Some things are double the price, like homes. And even I, as a person that makes a good income, felt the impact of increased groceries. Like there was like a 6-month period where I just had to bow out and go to Aldi. Not that Aldi's bad or anything, but it was like out of my way, like on the other side of town. Like I had to drive several miles and pass several grocery stores just to get to an Aldi to save on my grocery bill. So yeah, like this year things are rough for people. People are losing their jobs left and right. Honestly, it's just food, right? In the title I put how to not big back it this year. It's just food, people. Like if you want to gather with family, that's wonderful. Maybe we should gather with family more times than just at Thanksgiving, so that there's so much pressure around who's hosting and the food and all of that. And if you want to enjoy yourself, but we're trying to be skinny in 2026. Do not have that second slice of apple pie. You don't need it. Have one slice, have half a slice. You don't need that second slice of pumpkin pie or chocolate cake. You don't need it. You don't need a third round of macaroni and cheese just because it's Thanksgiving. That's big back behavior. You don't need it. Yeah, go ahead and put that tip jar out, Nicole. If you make it cute, get like a mason jar or a plastic container or something and put a cute little sign on it. Okay. And if people look at you like you're crazy, look at them back like they're crazy. I don't work for free. I like Klarna for shopping for clothes. They have an option to pay $0. I can buy, try, and return before I owe. Okay. Sometimes I use for clothes plus skincare. Okay. I'm an over tipper, so I would have overpaid for that dry turkey. What? Who got dry turkey? Big back behavior. I'm on the floor. Okay, listen. I've been practicing, like if I say things in a more humble tone, maybe they won't sound as bad. But listen, it's just food, people. It's just food. You know what I'm gonna have for dessert? My GLP-1 shot. Is that bad? Am I being ignorant? Y'all can tell me. Like, all right, Vanity, stop trying to ruin the holidays. But I'm not. I'm not anti. We talked about this. I'm not anti-holiday or holiday spirit or celebration, or I'm not even anti-food. I'm anti-big backing it just because. And, I had a worse title. I heard a worse title. Like, should we consider? No, but I already know the answer. Like, I'm going too far. But I was just wondering, like, we are in big back recovery, right? We are in big back rehab with our GLP-1 journey, right? And that don't mean we're not going to be around some big backs for the holidays that are our family. Friends, I'm going to put into a separate category, but like that are our family. And we all know that we have family members that wouldn't mind telling us that we're getting too skinny. Is there ever a right time to tell family that they need to lose some weight? What do y'all think? Because I've been thinking real hard about this when it comes to my own family. Like, I've been thinking about taking some time out to like it's a little different for me, right? Because I have some of the education as a certified health coach, but I'm really thinking about like telling some of my family members they need to get their shit together as far as their weight and their conditions like type 2 diabetes or whatever, whatever weight related issues that they may have, or diet, I should say diet and lifestyle issues they may have. Some family members like that are close enough to me for me to have that conversation. I'm thinking about having it. Is there ever a time to tell your family that they need to put down that second piece of pie? Not in the moment, like you don't need that second piece of pie. Like I think that's nasty. But like y'all know some of y'all gonna be told y'all got too skinny this holiday. And I just think like, okay, well, when is it the right time to tell somebody that they should be working on that? Or is that just too much? Am I doing too much? Hey, JC. Happy gobble gobble. Happy skinny feels. F that pie. I agree. Well, I'm biased. I don't eat pie. But cake, right? Like I've gone out of my way to make sure I don't ask my sister-in-law for cake, but the jury is still out because I'm going to see them this weekend. And if there's leftover cake in the fridge, I'm probably going to have a piece, but one piece, maybe half a piece, but not two pieces. Definitely not, because I could sit there and eat a whole cake by myself. Big back recovery. Hey, Holly. I love it. We are in big back recovery. And can we all congratulate Holly? Holly has made it to a size 18. Not that we're super vain about sizes, but the point is Holly put herself out there and tried on some new clothes that fit. So a round of applause for Holly for putting herself out there. JC says we don't go over the top at the holidays. We only cook a main protein, greens, dressing. That's it. Because we smoke the turkey, we break it down and freeze it for meals throughout the year. Okay. All right. People feel comfortable saying you're too skinny. I know folks will be all in their feelings if you said you're getting too fat. Vanity, you would be proud of me. We're out of town and I bought my scale to make sure I stayed on track on my weigh-in day. JC, I am so disappointed that I'm wearing a turtleneck today because I cannot give you a proper clavicle check, but I'm gonna do the best I can. Okay, hold on, give me a second. Everybody stop what you're doing. Okay, stop. This is a big deal. Okay, clavicle check. JC is allowed into my safe space. Lizzo's fake arse is not. And the reason we are doing a clavicle check, right, is because there are a lot of people that would judge us for a statement like this. I brought my scale on vacation. I brought my scale out of town. I brought my scale out of town to make sure that my big back don't get no bigger, right? And I'm not saying that like as in, you know what I mean, JC. That sounded bad. But you know, like we have big back minds, right? That's when I say big back, I mean like mentality wise. So I take my scale with me because when I start avoiding the scale, it's because I know I'm doing wrong. And JC has taken a step to say, you know what? Just because it's the holiday, don't mean we gonna be big backing it. No, scale, you're coming with me. We're tied at the hip now. We're besties, okay? I dig it, JC. I dig it. Me, but about a little vain, JC. I don't know if everybody else gonna dig it, but you know me, I'm a little vain. I carry my scale with me everywhere. And it's not because I'm obsessed with it. It's because that's my version of accountability. Whatever your version of accountability is, then of course, you know, you guys do that for you. But that's my version. And one thing I have to stop doing is like I still live in leggings, like less, but still enough that like it can, like if I'm not careful, I can be misled by the elasticity in my leggings, right? So I make sure to put on my jeans at least once a week. My size 12 jeans, I make sure to put them on once a week. And I need to get some more. Well, at least maybe one or two more pairs so that I can make sure I'm not sizing out of my jeans. Because if you think you can't gain weight on a GLP-1, you absolutely can. My hairdresser noticed yesterday I was wearing tight-fitting clothes, not moo. Isn't it nice, Holly? Isn't it nice to wear things that hug your body, not doing too much? F that extra piece of pound cake or mac and cheese. Pound cake sound busting right now. I'm not gonna lie, I do. It's a double-edged sword for me being so far away from my family. I miss them so much, but on the other hand, I don't have anyone judging me for what I'm doing. You know, I'm working on my own judgments of people. Okay, I am. I'm working on that, so I understand. Thank you for the round of applause, Jen. Do you have a travel scale or a regular scale? Hello, everybody. So today, to be safe, I am in 15 milligrams and took my Vivance. Is that what that is? Vivance? You know, got to be extra cautious today. Just a regular scale. Yes. Okay, so I have both. I have a regular scale. I prefer it over the small travel scale because I feel like the smaller one, I can't really get my feet on there comfortably. I told my husband I'm not paying all this money to go backward. JC has skinny feels and we're going to celebrate it. Skin tea, right? Let me get it right, is a state of mind. It is a state of mind. Yes, it's a physical thing too, but you don't have to want to physically be skinny to have a skinny state of mind. We just don't want to have a big back state of mind. We just don't want that. And I'm not saying that as a form of judgment. I'm just saying it as a form of reality. Certain things around this time of year, we just, sometimes even whether you're big or not, you're making big back decisions. Like, you know, like I don't think you need baked macaroni and cheese from 3 different households if you're a house hopper. I don't think you should take your shot later because you want to make sure you keep an appetite. Like, I wanted to take my shot early, but that's because I've been having like a higher, like I told y'all before, I was having like a higher sugar week. So my cycle must be coming on or something like that. But I wanted to take my shot earlier and I was like, no, I don't have to be afraid of an increased appetite. It's fine. I'll just take it at its usual time. If I take it early, it'll crush my appetite to the point where I can't eat enough for my workouts. So I'm just going to stay on schedule. I don't have to scare myself into an earlier shot. But if you are traveling and you don't want to take your shot with you, I do encourage following Eli Lilly's guidelines on changing your injection day so that you are not left out to dry, being out of town without your GLP-1 and eating everything in sight. Do not set yourself up for failure. So excellent, JC, OMG, guess. I weighed myself this morning and walked 3 miles to make up for drinking. I'm going to do later. Not worried about the food. So I am going to the gym. Unfortunately, I won't be here for 3 hours with you guys because I do work today. I work at 3 p.m. And I need at least 90 minutes to get to the gym, do the workout. And it's an at-home workout, but I want to do it at the gym because that way I can get into the sauna. So good for all of you. A good moo-moo is nice though. We'll be out of town. Okay. David's big birthday, 60 and 45. Wait, he's turning 60? Wait, hold on. No. For my mom and David's, she's turning 60, he's turning 45. Oh wow, fun. Florida, Honduras, fun. I've done a few drinks this week too and enjoyed myself. What day are we on? Thursday? I had a drink on Monday. I had 2 drinks on Monday. I went to play mini golf and had a couple of drinks. I'll have to catch up on the Lizzo chatter. I'm not kept up. Lizzo is a fake ass biatch, and she's trying to talk down about people being on GLP-1s because we got to protect the big girlies in their industry. Whatever. Posted a link in the community for a pair of jeans I just bought. They fit really well. What brand are they? Because if they're Abercrombie, I'm not going. Mind you, this sweater is from Abercrombie and Fitch, but I cannot fit their jeans yet, you know? Yeah, I can't. My gyms were only open until noon today. Well, luckily my yoga studio is 24 hours and I have my own personal code to get in. So that'll be great. But Planet Fitness has been pissing me the F off because it's so busy here. When I go in the, down south, it don't really be no people. It don't really be no people there. But now I go at 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. on a weekday and it's packed. I'm like, do none of you people have jobs? Like, why are you all at the gym? Wait until January 2nd, like normal people. Oh my God, stop trying to be skinty with the rest of us. I just want them to get out of my way. I hate having to like wait for equipment. I don't like it. American Eagle. I love American Eagle jeans. I used to wear them all the time until I stopped buying jeans probably like 4 or 5 years ago. I stopped buying jeans. I switched to Old Navy, I should say 4 or 5 years ago, but I stopped buying jeans officially like 2 to 3 years ago. If you haven't already, please like the stream. Please leave us a comment. Happy Skinty Feels, everyone. We are unbigging our backs this holiday. We are traveling with our scales. We are traveling with our scales. We are wearing clothes that fit. Okay. We're getting cute. Yes, we're not living in leggings for the holiday season and sweatpants. Oh my God. I bought the cutest pair. I showed this to y'all on the last live stream, but I bought the cutest pair of pink Nike sweatpants. I love them. But I really don't like wear them out the house. They're really for around the house. We're not having the second piece of pie because why? I wouldn't even be mad at you if you had the second slice the next day. But 2 slices of pie in one day, now we're talking about just eating through our shot. And if you're not on a GLP-1, then you got to work a little harder. You should have cheated with the rest of us. You should have cheated with the rest of us. The people at your gym are all on GLP-1s too. I need them to get out of my way though, Sydney. Like that's the problem. I need them to move. I'm trying to work out and they are in the way. Go away. Come back when I'm not here. If you lost your butt, Levi ribcage is good. Dearly beloved, we gather here to say our goodbyes to my arse. I have all of the volume and no shape. Sidebar, I'm super late to the fact that what's the gymnast's name? What's the gymnast that got the boob job this year? The Olympian. I forgot her name. How did I forget her name? I'm just really drawing a blank. Anyway, she got her she got her boobs done and they look fucking phenomenal. Like they look so great. And I'm like, inspo, boob job inspo. Like now I'm reconsidering my reduction and I'm back to wanting like implants. So I don't know. Okay, y'all are talking about jeans. So let's continue with the expenses of Thanksgiving. For those that are cooking, do you feel like you broke the bank for Thanksgiving this year, or were prices fair in your area? Because y'all live all over the country. So let me know. Yeah, I forget her name. How do we forget her name? What is her name? Oh God, it's so annoying. But anyway, it looked really good. Can't remember her name. Okay, we suck. We officially suck. It's like right there on the tip of my tongue. I can remember her face and everything. What? How do I see a picture of her, but her name is not here? This is stupid. Because I want to show y'all what I'm talking about. Now I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to do gymnast that got a boob job. I'm just gonna have to do it. Simone Biles. Okay, Simone Biles. That is her name. She got a boob job this year, and it looks, it's the definition of perfection. Simone Biles, yes. Oh, sorry, y'all was saying it in chat. I'm sorry, y'all. Hello, D Marie. Happy skinny feels. I weighed this morning and was 199.2 was the number. I know I'm in the clouds, but I enjoyed this group a lot. Have a great day. Oh, I'm just cooking a small meal for me and my child. Happy skinny feels, D Marie. Thank you so much for sharing and welcome to Wonderland. If this is your first time stepping on the scale and seeing 199, welcome to the world of Wonderland. Simone Biles got boobies and they look like perfect. And she said they went under the muscle, which I didn't even know was a thing. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it was only like based on like what you already have, and they just kind of slipped the implant in there. I didn't know you could like really go under the I guess the pec and give it more of like a sculpted look. Oh God, her work is a phenomenal, great, wonderful, amazing. All right, so let's continue with the price of this $70 ham or turkey. It's a turkey.
For lower income households who spend a bigger share of their income on food, even small increases hit hard. Advocates say delays and gaps in SNAP benefits this fall added even more pressure. So charging a guest who may be struggling can be hard to swallow.
Thanks for giving.
Is that right?
Thanks for giving, man. Gotta have a heart sometime.
Others say giving money at the door is just a potluck without the cooking, and it helps control the quality of the food. But that doesn't mean everyone's going to hand over cash.
We already know that family member who's going to try to weasel their way.
In the end, every family has to decide what Thanksgiving is worth.
You heard the man. He said, thanks for giving. You gotta give.
To tell you the truth, JC, I don't know. This is what I'm wondering. That's why I'm over here having coffee and I'm gonna have a protein shake later. Like I do have some chicken wings and sticky rice that I want to make, but I'm really just not hungry. I know I have to eat because I'm working out, but I had a really high protein day yesterday, so I'm pretty like my appetite is pretty crushed. So I may eat, I may not. I don't know, but I think $70 for a turkey is excessive, unless that's the only thing you're buying. Like if that's only your portion, that's still too high. But okay, can we have a conversation about like corporate takeover of like the holidays, right? So like they know they can charge $70 for a turkey because people feel like Thanksgiving is centered around a turkey, when half of y'all don't even know how to cook a turkey properly, so it be dry and people just be eating it to be nice. But I promise y'all, they're really like low-key sneaking it into the garbage. Like they're folding the plate in half if it's a paper plate. If you're that kind of family, we were the paper plate kind of family for the holidays. We didn't sit around with like actual dinnerware. You ate in the room, the living room, the kitchen, in the hallway, on your way out the door, in the elevator. Like you just ate wherever you were. You just ate standing up, sitting down, by the window. It didn't matter. We were a paper plate and plastic forks kind of group. But I promise you that they're taking that turkey and they're folding it and they're putting it in the trash because it's dry. It's nasty. It's nasty. It's not good. You didn't do it right. I promise you, you didn't do it right. You ruined that $70 turkey. Yeah, you did. You did do that. So leave the turkey at the store. I don't feel like we should give in to that price. I don't. Like, unless you literally can spend it and not even notice it's gone. If you got to look at the price like, damn, $1 I'll say leave the turkey there. I say leave the turkey there. Congrats. Ron is still continuing to lose weight on Manjaro. So let's give a round of applause for Ron. He put down the Krispy Kreme and he is dropping faster than we can say cigar, because you know Holly works in a cigar bar. Okay. Only $13 on Amazon. What's $13 on Amazon? Are y'all shopping Black Friday deals? I considered going to a couple of stores, not for Black Friday, but I wanted to see if I could find GLP-1 advertising in certain stores and see what the pricing was. So like what I mean by that is like, you know, certain stores will put like GLP-1 advertising next to like protein shakes and protein bars and stuff like that. I just wanted to see what was being advertised this year as a part of a GLP-1 journey. And I discovered there's a Five and Below in this area. I wanted to go there. I wanted to go to Target. I just didn't get a chance to do all of that, but I still might, just not in the spirit of Black Friday, just in the spirit of being skinty. Because Five and Below be having some wonderful exercise equipment. Our store had 89 cents per pound turkey. We bought 2 for us to smoke later and 2 for the food pantry. Okay, feeding the dog under the table, but that's too. I feel like you gonna tell, like the dog would snitch because the dog gonna go around begging everybody, and it's like, who feeding the dog? Because the dog know not to beg, but now the dog begging. So somebody's feeding the dog, okay? But yeah, I think $70 for a turkey is crazy work. So let's continue.
And he will be the main one who won't pay the price. He coming over and getting 80 plates. Get ready.
Are you crazy?
Oh man.
One more thing. Can people leave y'all house with plates? So if people come and congregate right there, can people leave with to-go plates? Or are y'all like, no, like those leftovers are for this household? People used to fight over my mom's baked macaroni and cheese. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to enjoy it because I didn't like baked macaroni and cheese when I was a kid. I had to grow 28 years in order to enjoy it. So, but do y'all let people leave with to-go plates?
Listen, it's the truth. We all know that it's getting more expensive, and more expensive. But here's the thing, guys. I want you guys to really understand what these corporations are going to do. They know that people are having a hard time making ends meet. They know this. They know it. They hear you guys saying, wow, this turkey is expensive. Wow, this ham is expensive. They are seeing you guys say this online, and they do not care. You know how much they don't care? They make products to make money off of you. Just like cereal boxes will put the cancer symbol on there, the pink ribbon, just like every other corporation takes advantages of crisis. You didn't think a corporation would not take advantage of this. I hear someone in the back saying, Orlando, there's no way that these companies would take advantage of people who can't afford Thanksgiving. Why would they want to make money off of them?
Okay. I think it's okay to not be able to afford Thanksgiving. It's just another, okay. It's not like I didn't grow up my whole life celebrating Thanksgiving. I just think that, I don't know how people do it in other countries, but I feel like in America, we take the holidays way too seriously. If you can afford to celebrate, then celebrate. But if you can't, then it's just another Thursday. You understand what I'm saying? Like, do we have to spend $200-$300? Well, I guess it depends on how big of a family you're feeding, but like, because Delilah said she only spent $150. So I mean, do we have to do that every year? Especially if money is tight. Money's not tight for everybody, but if money is tight, do we have to? I'm still team potluck, even though it's gonna be some nasty stuff. That's the only way. I'm still team potluck, even though it's going to be some nasty sides. That way you get together as a family and everybody don't have to break the bank. Everybody spend about $30, bring the meal, bring the food. Come on, we got to be reasonable about this. Times are hard. Or stay home. That's another thing. Like, we don't have to get together as a family on Thanksgiving, right? We can get together on other parts of the year where money, may be a bit more available or time. And we don't have to get together around food. We don't have to get together around food. Food does not have to be the center of celebration, which is a very hard tradition and culture to break, right? It's hard to not celebrate with food or sweets. It's hard to not reward yourself with food or sweets. It's hard to not gather around food or sweets. But in the spirit of unbigging our backs, which is really unbigging our brains, we have to just take a step back and say, it's just food. It's just food. And I don't say that to be insensitive to people that may have some food insecurity. No, I'm not talking about that. What I'm saying is, people that feel pressured to do this big celebration every year, when some years we just don't have it like that. And this may be one of those years where people just don't have it. Don't get me started on Christmas. The parents gonna be mad at me. But y'all can't come get me because I'm in hiding. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. Some of the parents gonna be mad at me, but some of y'all should be skipping Christmas too, or finding more creative ways to not spend so much money for Christmas when money is tight. If you got the money and you got the abundance, go for it. We'll talk about that as we get closer to Christmas is here. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know the words to the song, blah, 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 blah. We'll talk about that. But as far as Thanksgiving, I don't think it's that fucking serious. And didn't we try to cancel things? Not we. I thought this was so stupid, but didn't this country try to cancel Thanksgiving during the pandemic? I would say years 2020 through 2022, it wasn't even cool to celebrate Thanksgiving. It really was. It wasn't cool. It was ew, gross. You celebrate that pagan holiday or something. I thought it was stupid. I just feel like it's essentially the American way to celebrate Thanksgiving. And if you don't want to celebrate, don't celebrate. I get the history of this country, but we can't just undo every goddamn tradition. Either if you want to undo it for your family, undo it for your family. But if you don't, then don't. I don't know. So I don't think it's all that goddamn serious. Good afternoon, Journey of Life. Happy Skinty Feels. Good to see you, girl. Going back to the $20 meal, maybe just having food on Thanksgiving is okay. Turkey might not be in the budget. That's what I'm saying, right? That's the point that I'm trying to make. Maybe it's okay to not be able to afford the ham, the turkey, the cranberry sauce, the 5 cheeses that you're putting into the macaroni and cheese, the collard greens, if you are this type, the meat you're going to put into the collard greens, the 3 pies, the 2 different types of cake, plus the ice cream, plus the beverages, the soft drinks, and the alcohol, plus the plating and the cups and the utensils and all of the, if you're the type of family that cooks in aluminum pans, all of the like aluminum pans you can't even find for $1 anymore. The world is officially ending. Like Dollar Tree was the last place that you could find an aluminum pan for $1, and now they're $3. Like the aluminum foil, the Ziploc bags, the doggy bags, the to-go containers, like the time, the energy. I'm not saying it's not worth it. I just feel like maybe we should be thankful for some other things other than a turkey. So can we give some ideas of things that we're thankful for? Because we were talking about life giving lemons lately, and your girl been lemoning. I've been lemoning. That's why I didn't have a stream scheduled, but I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just going to have to bring my lemons to the stream. I'll put them over here to the side, but they're here. Life has been lemoning. And when life gives you lemons, you just get sexy. So I'm working on it. I'm in the gym. I'm focused. Okay, I'm focused. But like, can we think of some things that we're grateful for? Because I'm grateful to just have food. I'm grateful to still have my job. Many of my coworkers crushingly lost their job right before the holiday, like last week. I'm grateful to have all of you. I'm grateful to have this channel. I'm grateful for my family and my loved ones. Like, maybe I don't need a turkey to be grateful. I don't know. You guys tell me. You tell me if I'm missing something. I don't buy adults Christmas gifts. I don't have any kids in my life right now. Okay. I do buy adults. Okay, so for me, there's like 5 birthdays in December. So I buy birthday gifts and I do buy adults Christmas gifts. I enjoy buying Christmas gifts. It's just this year, that's not my financial focus. Even though like if I had abundance, I would go bonkers every year for Christmas. I love Christmas. I love gift giving. I like gift giving even more than I like gift receiving. I just really, really enjoy it. And if I had the financial ability, I would go bonkers every single year. I'm just opting out this year. That's all. I'm still getting the birthday gifts, but Christmas, I'm opting out. We need to have more celebrations in the US that are focused on family. Or maybe, well, you said focused on family and food. We do a lot of memorials, but we don't celebrate just being live enough. Okay, I would agree, JC. I would agree. I love some Cornish hen. Ooh, I love some Cornish hen. People are charging for a plate. If it was my family, no one would show up. Yeah. I got $10, Journey of Life. You want to give me some food? Because I'm not cooking. It's been a funky funk 2V. Like, shut the F down for around 10 days, but I'm fighting it. Well, lemons are lemoning, Delilah. And sometimes we just gotta acknowledge our lemons. I've been fighting it too. Like I've really been struggling with keeping my commitment to the gym, but I've been committed. Just showing up is important to me. So yeah, I've been fighting it. I've been fighting it, but that's when you feel that shutdown creeping up on your shoulders, you take a beat, you remember what's important, you give yourself grace, and you get your ass outside, even when you don't want to. And it sounds like the worst shit in the world, but you get your ass outside. So whether that's going to the gym, whether that's going for a walk, whether that's going to just sit by a lake, get out the house if you can. Okay. Birthday gifts, yes. Xmas, no. Okay. All right. That's why I'm poor, because I do both. Moving along. I'm grateful for the pickles. David, my family from afar, and I still have a job that I can work from home and a roof over my head. I'm grateful for my newfound health. I would agree. Hey V, happy Thanksgiving. You skinty and looking cute. Oh my God. Stop being so vain. Journey of Life. Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. Thank you so much. I'm grateful to be alive and for my family and being healthy and for all of you guys. I love you all. What my family is trying to do is make memories together instead of gifts. So the cruise. Perfect. That sounds great. That sounds great. This community, my health, friends, and family. Yeah. So nobody said turkey. I still think y'all making nasty turkeys. And when I say y'all, I mean the people emphasizing the turkey. It's okay to have turkey if you want turkey. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not convinced any of y'all make it good. I've never seen a well-made turkey. Like I don't. It's just like an infamously hard meat to cook. So I'm not convinced the majority of the country gets that right. But let's continue.
Oh, first time, huh? First time. Well, let's just take a look. Let's just roll the footage.
Now I had to walk back and do a double take because they for real? They serious. It's not even on sale. It's regular price. This is crazy. This is nuts. Oh Lord Jesus.
Look, she said, no way. This can't be real. She closed it, and then she turned the camera off. She walked right back and got a pizza. It's expensive, guys. Listen, if you can have Thanksgiving pizza and you okay with that, good for you.
How are we feeling about the Thanksgiving pizza? We had this conversation about people not having enough money and where frozen food comes into that. To me, this would be a poor choice. Unless you just like this kind of thing. Like if you just like it and you're like, ooh, Thanksgiving pizza, that sounds good. Then okay. But if you're like trying to make a budgeting decision, this is not a good budgeting decision. I don't think. What do you guys think? How do y'all feel about Thanksgiving pizza? Like the marketing behind that? Like, do you think they're doing that because they know people can't afford a whole dinner? So it's like, here's your dinner in a box. If you like that kind of thing, great. But like, if you only back to the $20, you could do better than Thanksgiving pizza. To me, I would take going to Aldi, getting that delicious garlic naan bread with some marinara sauce and some mozzarella cheese and maybe some toppings for that $20 and still having enough left over to get some other stuff and maybe making 2 mini pizzas. I would take that over that Thanksgiving pizza in the box. Have y'all had the naan bread from Aldi? It is of the gods. It is God's work here on earth. It is of the Lord. Okay, it is of heaven. This is what they eat in heaven every day, not just on Sunday. Naan bread from Aldi, warm at that. So I stay out of Aldi because I can't go in there without getting the naan bread. It's delicious, especially if you get the garlic one. So I'd rather make a makeshift pizza if you had $20. Like, I'd rather you make a little makeshift pizza. I think there's about 4 or 5 pieces of naan bread in there. Yeah, I'd rather you do that, but I don't. Jen says no thanks. One of my favorite things is a Thanksgiving sandwich or salad. All the staples, turkey or ham, cranberry sauce, gravy, stuffing, all in whatever is good. Okay, yeah, I mean, I can dig it. Vanity, I wouldn't charge you to eat at my house. If I haven't, you're welcome to eat. You guys aren't invited. She invited me. Like, I can't take a moment and just have it. I got to be extra about it. Jen wasn't invited. Neither was Delilah. No, let me stop. That's just rude. Charge free plates. Eat here in my house. Okay, so I don't have anybody in my chat that's willing to charge. Okay. All right, I get it. I would put money into Nicole's tip jar though for some drinks. I would do that. I'm a good tipper. I really am. I really, really am. What is naan bread? Sydney, I'm gonna help you out here. It's NAAN, yeah, 2 A's. I think it's 2 A's, naan bread. I think it originates in the Middle East, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe India. Where does naan bread originate from? Place of origin, West Asia. So yeah, like the Middle East, Southeast Asia, Middle East, maybe a little bit of India. It's a flatbread though. It's a flatbread. It is a flatbread. Think pita, but better. To me, that's how I think about it. People typically know what pita bread is. Pita bread ain't all that to me. Pita bread is okay. Naan bread is what Jesus ate. I don't know. I make a lot of religious references, but I've never read the Bible. But it's good. It's delicious. It is wonderful. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. Make homemade pizza at home. Yeah, like even if you don't necessarily make the dough from scratch, you can work with some homemade pizza for that $20. One year we were supposed to go to my cousin's house and we got snowed in and we had pizza for Thanksgiving. It was so good. I could never charge someone to eat unless it's like, let's go campaigning and we all put in. Yeah, I think the way that I would approach the paying to eat is if I said, hey family, I would like to host Thanksgiving this year. This is what I plan to cook. And this is the budget that I think would be appropriate to get all of the ingredients. And I do all of the cooking. All you have to do is show up. How do y'all feel about splitting the expenses? If people said no, then it would be no. If people say yeah, then it would be yeah. But I wouldn't be like, charge you per kid and charge you and your spouse. So you got to pay for a plate. Your spouse got to pay for a plate. Your kids got to pay for a plate. Like, no, like, I think, you know, how do you feel about splitting the expenses? So it's like 20, 30 bucks per family. And then y'all all cash at me, Zelle me or whatever. I go get the groceries. And if y'all want receipts, I can even do that. I don't think my family would ask for receipts, but like if I needed $300 to get groceries for Thanksgiving, and 6 families came together, $50 a family. Or if there were more families, maybe 30, 40 bucks a family. That's how I would do it if I was doing that. That's how I would do it. But for the most part, I wouldn't do that. I would just, if I was hosting, I would just buy everything and tell people to bring like plates and cups and napkins and all of that. Yeah, I don't like pita bread. Pita bread is not good. But as far as like flatbreads go, pita is recognizable. So that's how I describe naan, even though naan is like in a category of its own. It's a completely different style of bread. It is delicious, like dangerously delicious. Rotisserie chicken for $4.98 at Sam's, and then buy green beans and potato. Pizza is not good for diabetic. That the rotisserie chicken actually is a wonderful idea. I'm familiar with that bread. My Palestinian friend introduced me to that bread. Sounds about right. Yeah, it's delicious. Naan bread is what they serve at an Indian restaurant. I've never been, but I knew it was something like Middle Eastern, maybe Indian, which is more like Southeast Asia or South Asia or something like that. So yeah, make whatever you want for the holidays. Yes. I just feel like how much do y'all think that pizza costs? Let me see. What was it? What was it? It was DiGiorno. Let me look it up because she didn't say the price. DiGiorno Thanksgiving pizza. No. Kroger. Let's see. How much is it? $9.99. I think maybe that could feed 2 people. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I don't know. I feel like we could do better than that. I wouldn't judge for it. I just feel like if you were just going to feed you and somebody else and didn't really have a lot of time to put effort into cooking or something like that, I guess, but I'm still going with go to Aldi and get the naan bread and get the toppings. Yeah, it's about $10 at Kroger, but I feel like it would be more expensive where I shop at like Publix or Harris Teeter. I feel like that shit would be like $13, $14. That's because pita is kosher and has 3 ingredients. Yeah, pita ain't that good. It's okay, but naan is amazing. Yeah, it's super hot fire. Okay, let's continue. I didn't see a price here.
Is nuts. Oh Lord Jesus.
Look, she said, no way. This can't be real. She closed it, and then she turned the camera off. She walked right back and got a pizza. It's expensive, guys. Listen, if you can have Thanksgiving pizza and you okay with that, you know, good for you. Good for you. But this is what I'm talking about. They're saying you can't afford a pizza? Come on to DiGiorno. We got a frozen pizza with all the sides on it.
I got you, I promise.
You want mashed potatoes on top of your pizza? You want mac and cheese on top of your pizza? We got it.
Gross.
We even got a cranberry version with dressing. But it doesn't stop there. I need you guys to see how much the prices have jumped. You guys already saw in the clip that it was said a $70 turkey. That's how much a turkey is costing nowadays. So I wanted to show you guys how much a ham costs.
This is reality. This is the real thing going on. This is
Remember, that's what the media is telling you guys. They're telling you guys we're good. This is just a normal Thanksgiving. We're going through a seasonal change. Next year, at the beginning of next year, everything's gonna be okay. But before we get okay, I need you to go into debt.
Huh?
I need you to spend all of your money on Thanksgiving, and then when Black Friday comes, spend all the rest of your money. And then don't forget, Christmas is right there too. But then right after all of that happens, we'll be right back to normal. You'll get a job. Everything will start to fall into place. Remember what you always say at the beginning of the year? Remember, new year, new me. So
Amen. New year, new me. That's why we're starting in November and not in January. Like, we're not taking Thanksgiving super seriously. You celebrate, and then the next day it's over. You celebrate today, and then the next day it is over. Okay, like it's not that serious. It's just some food, and if you can't afford all of the fixings, then let's be happy for the things that we do have.
You're gonna make the new you at the beginning of the year, so don't worry. Spend all your money now.
No, there's no way this is correct. $45 for ham? Am I tripping here? Like, how much are you? $58 for ham? Yeah, it's gonna stay right there. Yeah, look, and this is the ham for $12. This little baby ham that can fit in my hand, $12. Hey, don't come to my house this year for Thanksgiving looking for ham, because I ain't got it.
$58 for ham is nasty. Shut the whole store down. Give it up. Because to me, that's just playing in people's face, right? Like, ooh, I didn't know I could take that off. I thought I broke my light. Anyway, don't pay me no mind. $58 for ham is just like, somebody that's making these prices is laughing at people. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when corporations realize that we're just gonna buy anything because we want it, they get to charge outrageous prices. I think that all of the hams should have gone to waste this year, if that's what they're gonna charge. If they're gonna charge $58 for ham, everybody in solidarity should have said, no ham this year. No ham. No ham. That's it. And then a week after Thanksgiving, the hams are going to be half off. Can you even find ham at the store before the holidays? Unless something is going on with pork, like some sort of like illness or something, because I eat lots of bacon. We do a turkey and a ham, Rich. Now let me stop. Like I said, like if you have the money to do it, then fine. I'm not even like, it's not that big of a deal. But I mean, like, for just the average person, like, I think that $60 for a ham is crazy work. Like, that's just, to me, that's price gouging. I think that's price gouging. $70 for a turkey that's going to be dry as fuck and leftovers for next week, and then no one eats it, ends up in the garbage. How sad. Yeah, if you can't baste the turkey, please don't buy it. That's what I'm saying. People be buying turkeys and don't even know how to cook them. You would never catch me buying no turkey because I don't know how to cook it. Like, nope. Pork chops are fairly affordable. Wow. I don't eat pork chops, but would that be out of pocket to have pork chops instead of ham? I know it's not the same cut of pork. In fact, I would rather have ham for Christmas. Can we make that a thing? Can we let Thanksgiving have turkey and like move the ham to Christmas? I'm just saying. Because some people will do it twice. Some people will make the ham for Thanksgiving and then make it again for Christmas. But I would prefer a Christmas ham. We have tamales for Christmas. Oh, fancy. Not really fancy, but That's probably because I don't put enough effort into cooking. I should put more effort. I had originally planned, I don't know why I planned this as if I wasn't going to be working, but my original plan was to watch Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness and try to make some of his copy some of his meals because I didn't have any ideas for Thanksgiving because I don't typically cook for Thanksgiving. But that was not going to ever work because I'm working today. So yeah, that was not a good plan. Pork chop sounds good actually. Okay, I'll have bacon any day. I had bacon yesterday. I'm gonna have bacon today. I'll probably have some bacon tomorrow. I spent $70 for a ribeye roast because it was $7.99 a pound. I had them cut it up into steaks and I froze them. Okay, but can we I buy several corned beefs. I don't even know what that is, honestly. After St. Patrick's Day. So is that like a celebratory? That's like a food that's themed around St. Patrick's Day, so the prices go up, and then you get it after the holiday, so the price drops. Which means these stores have more control over the pricing than people think. Which means they have the opportunity to price gouge for the holidays. It's just like when Valentine's Day comes and a stupid teddy bear is $27 and it's about as big as this cup. Or a bag of chocolates is, $19.99, and then right after the holiday, when they're preparing for Easter, all the Valentine's Day chocolates become $2.99. I'm not gonna lie, I did that one year. I think it was Easter. The Easter chocolates went on sale. The Easter candy in general went on sale at the grocery store for like 50% off, and I bought it. It was like 50-60% off. So bags of candy that were like $21.99 ended up being like $10.99, $9.99, $8.99 or something like that. And I sure did buy it, but I don't eat candy anymore. Okay, yes, I do. I eat chocolate, but yeah, I like when the Valentine's Day and the Easter candy goes on sale. We do V-Day on 2/15. Okay, yeah. That's another one that I celebrate, but I don't know if I'll be celebrating it next year.
I ain't got it.
It's an evil world we live in.
Now, guys, I need you to understand. That's one ham. Don't try to get a honey baked. You're gonna spend $150 easily. $150 easily.
It's expensive. Got to make money.
Listen, if you got it, no biggie. But we know most people don't. Most people are living paycheck to paycheck. And this is the reason why I'm always telling people, save your money. If you're going to sit on sidelines with a purpose, sit on the sidelines with a purpose. Get your credit together.
Correct. Absolutely 100% factual.
It baffles my mind that someone will go, you know what? I can't afford my bills, but you know what? I'm going to spend $500, $600, $800 on Thanksgiving this year. You know what? I can't afford my bills. I'm going to spend $2,000 on Christmas. My rent is due. I'm 2 months behind on my rent, but my kids are going to 100% have a toy this year, no matter what. Where does that make sense at? Please make a comment. Please put a comment down below and let me know where that makes sense, where you're having a hard time keeping a roof over your head, but you still say, I'm going to spend money on Christmas. I'm going to spend money on Thanksgiving.
Well, we're going to save the Christmas one for December, but I agree. Now, if you're financially not in this position, then okay. But, to anybody within earshot, again, for the 18th time, it's just food, people. We eat every day of the week. Thanksgiving is a day to be thankful. It does not have to be centered around spending hundreds of dollars on food. But if you do, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Like, if you are in a position to do that, then have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. But if you are not, that is okay. Do not financially stress yourself. Because stress leads to big bags. You thought I wasn't going to bring it full circle. Stress leads to big bags. Okay? We're trying to unbig our backs. We don't want to think big back. We don't want to act big back. Okay? We want to sleep. We want to rest. We want a clavicle check. We want to wear clothes that are cute and fitting. I'm really into like brown and like beige this fall. You guys like my nails? I'm really feeling the browns and the creams and the beiges. Okay. So I thought copper was going to be my color this year. That's why I went with this hair color, but I'm actually about to go to black. But anyway, it's just food, people. It's just food, people. I agree with that. Your bills need to be paid before anything. Nicole, unfortunately, and I say this with grace, but sometimes people just need to be told like it is. There are people, there are families where the decision makers are going to choose Thanksgiving dinner and worry about their rent later. They're going to choose Thanksgiving dinner and worry about their electric bill later. They're going to choose Thanksgiving dinner and worry about their car note or their car insurance later. I don't see why that's a thing, but some people have their priorities not in check. Missed my Thanksgiving run. It's Krispy Kreme. I could have gone over, but I made a decision not to get Krispy today. You made a decision to not big your bag today, Holly, and that's an important decision to make. Proud of you. Have a good Thanksgiving, sunshine. Stay skinny, girl. Stay skinty, stay vain. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy skinny giving, or happy skinny feels. I'm forgetting my own saying. 1972 Black girl. Now that everybody's tags is showing instead of their username, some of y'all like I'm getting a little confused. But hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey. All right. Bye sunshine, bye sunshine. Have a good rest of your day. I'm getting ready to get out of here too. I just want to finish up the rest of this video and maybe drill it in for those in the bag or those that may be rotating in toward the end of the stream that we are unbigging our bag 2026. Okay. We are not going to Krispy Kreme on Thanksgiving because we don't need Krispy Kreme, right? And if we do go to Krispy Kreme, we're going to have one donut. We're not going to have 6. We're going to have one donut. We're going to have one. I should have gotten me like a cookie or something in advance from the place that I had a cookie from recently, but they're closed today and I didn't think about it. So maybe I'll stop at the store and get me some, like an individual slice of cake or something, but that's it. Like we're not eating the whole pan of cornbread, which I'm capable of doing.
Your money be better spent on the bills to keep everything going?
You weird, buddy.
I know what everybody says. I know there's this growing population that believes that holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas are needs. I know. Listen, you're preaching to the choir. I get it. Of course it's not a need. But people truly do believe this. I need you guys to see this. These are individual dishes, and they're costing $300. Individual dishes are costing $300.
Why did it just cost me $234 between Aldi and Walmart just to buy ingredients for the dishes that I'm making to take to Thanksgiving dinner this year? Why? And let me tell you what those dishes consist of. The one dish, I'm making a homemade dressing, which is my mom's recipe that everyone loves. It's not a traditional recipe. I'm making homemade mashed potatoes, and I'm also making some baked goods and my homemade banana pudding. $234. What the actual absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. Grateful and thankful that I'm able to go to the store and purchase those items that I have the funds set aside for that. But my God, today shouldn't be this hard, folks. Shouldn't be this hard. We should not be struggling like this. And my husband and I have good jobs, and we are no longer in the tax bracket we used to be, honey.
I'm going to stop it right there because $200 on ingredients is crazy work. Like, she didn't mention no proteins. She didn't mention no produce. Other than the potatoes. She said homemade potatoes and dressing. The ingredients for those two things was $234 between Aldi and Walmart. Aldi, what's going on? Aldi, I thought we could depend on you. Aldi, I thought you were our friend. I don't know what city she might be in. Because Jen is in or around Boston and says they don't have cheap grocery stores up there. And I could honestly believe that. Now, I haven't gone grocery shopping in New York in a very long time, but I like to think that the stores that come to mind off the top of my head were fairly affordable, but we saw that it said the prices in the Bronx have increased 25% over the past 6 years. So who knows what's going on there now? I'll be there next year, so maybe I should do a video doing a little bit of grocery shopping and being like, what the fuck? I can't get anything for $50. Like I spent $50. No, I take that back. I was there last year and my sister had a whole meltdown because her grocery bill was so high for maybe less than 10 items. I think she spent like $80, and we were sitting there trying to figure out like what type of scam the cashier was running. We was looking at her receipt. She's like, I don't understand. All I got is grape juice and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I kid y'all not, it had to be like 6, or she got some ice cream. It was like 6 or 7 items, and it came up to like $85. And we were sitting there scouring the receipt like, this lady has scammed you somehow, like something has gone wrong. And then she went back to the store and there was no problem. It was just super high. I think a bottle of juice of Welch's grape juice was like $12, $13. Ice cream was like $15. Like, it was insane. It was in effing sane. And she's in the Bronx. So the clip that they showed from the news earlier was about the prices going up in the Bronx. So to that, I just say, everyone take care of themselves, check in with family, check in with friends. The holiday is also a time of the year where family can find themselves in conflict. Make sure you're setting up boundaries to protect yourself and take care of yourself, especially as we are on this journey to change parts of ourselves that are going to be obvious to the outside world. Don't let nobody play in your face. Now, handle things how you see fit. I'm one to talk because I haven't had to be put in this position yet, but time will tell. Don't let people joke about your weight if you like it. I mean, not if you like it, but if that's your thing, that's your thing. But consider not letting people joke about your weight or the status of your health or your appearance. A part of us embracing our new selves and our new bodies is being very protective of our space and our energy. So if you got to put a motherfucker in a place, like, I don't play like that. If you got a question, ask it. If you want to know something, then ask it. If you got something you want to say, then say it. But don't hide your true feelings behind snarky remarks or jokes. Okay? We do not have to feel uncomfortable this holiday. Most of this video was about not overindulging, not overeating, not being so centered around food. It's just food. Don't take it so seriously. But also make sure you're taking care of yourself emotionally and mentally as well. So if you got to tell a family member to fall the fuck back, or if you got to separate yourself, or if you have to put up a boundary, definitely make sure you guys are doing that. Okay, so I'm going to get out of here. Thank you to Teddy for suggesting that I do a stream, because I was not going to come on here until at least Sunday, because I'm going to start planning out some content this weekend. And this week has been lemony. It's been sour, like lemons with salt on it. But we're just going to handle it. We're just going to deal with it. We're not going to suffer. We're just going to acknowledge the lemons, and we're going to go get sexified. Okay. So shout out to all of you. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me for this period of time. I'm going to go run my ass to the gym. Have a good day, Jen, Nicole, Holly, Delilah, everyone that joined, Sydney, Journey of Life, Sunshine, JC. Good day to you all. I hope you all enjoy your holiday, and I will see y'all. I will see you all this weekend. Okay. All right. Clavicle check. Lizzo's not allowed, but you guys are. Mwah. I love you all. Bye.